Dr. Feldman is principally one of the greatest contributors to the field of veterinary internal medicine, and particularly endocrinology and reproduction. He probably has done more for the profession and ACVIM as an endocrinologist than just about anybody else in the field.
If there were a Mount Rushmore of veterinary internists, Dr. Feldman's image deserves to be up on that monument. Hopefully with a little airbrushing done first, but still, he deserves to be up there.
His career in veterinary medicine has been outstanding, with national and international recognition. His research commitment to canine and feline endocrinology and reproduction is best reflected in his extensive list of publications.
He's put a lasting and overwhelming imprint on the field of small animal internal medicine and endocrinology. He's been a contributor, co-editor, or primary editor of multiple editions of the textbooks of small animal internal medicine and endocrinology. And these have become Bibles in the field in their subject areas.
The truth and integrity of the science is what epitomizes Ed, and I'm grateful that he stuck there and as we did this work together.
With one sentence, Ed Feldman is one of the best educators I know. Ed is someone who will ask you this question: how will this improve veterinary medicine? How will this improve your patient, the health of your patient? And how will you explain this to the colleagues?
What I learned the most from Dr. Feldman was staying realistic in terms of applying what we learned in the real world. And he had a great focus on academics, but always brought it back to the real world.
I think he's contagious, especially for young person that want to do the academic career or the scientific career, and that's the reason why he deserves the Kirk Award.
Ed's a very fun-loving guy. He sees the best in all situations, I think, and that has given him the ability to accomplish a lot.
He has a real good sense of humor when he takes off his serious professorial face. There's a lot of laughters and jokes and telling stories of our past.
Dr. Feldman's sense of humor is well known. Ed was on the board of directors for Guide Dogs for the Blind, while I was employed as a veterinarian there. And I recall somehow convincing him to come in and work a relief shift in our veterinary clinic. His reaction to being confronted with a case of non-endocrinologic anal sacculitis was priceless.
As a veterinary student on his summer clinics, he took me to San Francisco to do a study on pituitary tumors, and we put the dog in a little MRI machine. We were looking at images, and I had no idea, and I pushed a chair so he could sit down because he was lying on the floor, and it flew across the room and stuck to the MRI machine and blew it up. And we had to scramble out of there, and this French radiologist who was running the machine yelled, "Run for your lives! Run for your lives! It's going to blow! It's going to blow!" And Ed scrambled out of there, and I didn't know what to do. I knew I'd done something wrong. And I used to hear this story when I went back as a resident at parties about someone who tried to kill Ed Feldman by blowing him up.
The Bob Kirk Award is not only this very special recognition, but what honors me and humbles me the most are the number of people who wrote letters on my behalf. To be included with the previous recipients of the Kirk Award is an honor, and it's humbling. My veterinary career was charmed. I mean, I found veterinary medicine and internal medicine specifically to just be a tremendous amount of fun. I mean, I really had a really good time. No matter what your practice situation is, I encourage people to have an area that they say it's theirs. This is what they're really good at. They're good at skin. They're good at orthopedic surgery. You can see everything else, but the more confidence you have in one area, the better you feel about yourself. It really does make things more fun.
Ed, congratulations. I can't think of anyone more deserving of this award than yourself.
I want to thank you for being my mentor, my inspiration, my friend, and most importantly, my second dad or American dad.
You are an inspiration for so many people, especially young generation.
I learned a lot from you. I continue to be reminded of everything that you taught me. Congratulations from the teacup.
You should be so proud not only of this award, but of the impact that you've had on so many veterinarians and students and house officers over the year.
Massive congratulations to this, wonderful achievement. Well deserved.
Congratulations, Eddie. I'm real proud of your accomplishment. It's long overdue.
This award is so well deserved, and you've done so much for our profession. And again, I want to thank you very much for everything you've done.
It was an honor, a privilege to work together with him. I look forward to seeing him again after I don't know how many years.
I think it's been a long time coming, and I'm so happy for you.
Ed and I consider each other brothers. So, Ed gets these wonderful remarks because Ed is as close as anybody has ever come to being a family member of ours.
I really want to have a special thank you to the dogs and cats that I cared for over the decades, their owners, my third and fourth year veterinary students, interns I worked with, residents I worked with. They just taught me so much. And I would emphasize that they taught me more than anything else to have fun.